Yo, what's up, man? You chilling with Dre?
And it's your boy Jiggy Ja.
And you're watching
Rice, Beans, and Banter.
Now listen, y'all, we got a special guest in the building too.
Yes, sir.
We're not alone this time. Everybody say what up.
What's good? It's Passionate here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts. It's Passion here with us, man. We had to bring her on board and shit. It's someone I knew since, I'll say what, elementary? Yeah. So we like sandbox, like, you feel me? This is homie, like, for real.
Keeping it in the family, you know?
Facts, you feel me?
257 gang.
Yeah, she know. Feel me? So what's up, Dre? Talk to us.
So yeah, yo, the first thing I want to talk about is wasted talent.
Oh, Fred, we starting? That's how we getting it popping? Yeah, we starting it off.
I do that.
Let's get to it.
All right. Now look, I got a lot of people in my family that have like these hidden gifts, but they don't want to unwrap them and show them to the world. They don't want to show them to society. When God gives you a gift, why you don't flaunt it? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have those same blessings and privileges to have that natural ability that we got in our family, that we got in a lot of families. You know what I'm saying? You can't let that shyness just keep you paralyzed. You gotta go past that.
Facts.
You gotta go past it.
Talk that shit.
You gotta try to just put yourself out there. That's what God made you for. God didn't make you to stand behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't made for that. You made to rise up. You can't rise holding yourself back. Don't be your worst enemy. What you feel about that, bro?
Yo, listen. What? That I agree. Don't be your worst enemy, because that's something I've been dealing with this whole time, son. Yo, one thing is, bro, y'all don't knock it. Don't knock people, because people, like, you know, people go through life, you know, shit happens for a reason, and people may not have the same aspirations or drive to go chase their dreams. That's understandable, you feel me? But still, when it comes to, like, knowing that you could chase your dream and then you're not doing it, but you just mad because, like, damn, I'm talented, I let this shit go to waste, so I'm gonna bug out on you. That's stupid as fuck, nigga. Like, y'all like that. Like, how you mad at me? Cause you was that nigga back then, and then now you ain't shit now. Like, that ain't my fault. That ain't nobody's fault, right or wrong. Like, that shit is corny. Like, if you believe in yourself, my nigga, go get that shit. Stop being pussy. A lot of people be mad, tough, and doing all this extra shit or whatever, but when it comes down to it, they scared to chase their dream, nigga. Like, niggas will talk about how they smoking somebody moms, or they doing this, they rob somebody, but guess what? You fold under pressure when it comes to your dream. You a stupid nigga. You mad pussy. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we was talking about that earlier. Like, people so quick to want to indulge in negativity. You want to pull a trigger, but you don't want to pull the trigger on your self-doubt, kill it, and go after your talents.
Word, like,
you know what I'm saying? So you got to do that.
What you feel about that, Paige?
I felt that because, you know, you see so many people, especially in our community, they got all these hidden talents. They making clothes. They doing all this stuff on the side. But then when you tell them, like, yo, why don't you make something on this? They're like, nah, bro, it's good. It's just for me. It's just for me. But I'm not even about to hold you. Not every opportunity is for you. But at the same time, you shouldn't stop yourself from creating just for you, because I started with that too, like just making art for myself, and then next you know, people start coming in. They'll be like, hey, I like this, can I have it? Literally. So I have like a niece who likes to design clothes, and her mom wasn't doing nothing with it. What I do for Christmas, I bought her a whole booklet, just a bunch of stuff that she could design, little template stuff, so now she's designing clothes on her own.
Look at that.
You know?
W on.
Exactly.
Stop playing. See, that's the shit we need. Inspiration, nigga. Go inspire, bro. A lot of people it's like people be mad, right? Because your happiness is not theirs.
Yeah. You gotta make your own happiness, bro.
Or like,
that's another thing.
You can't be happy. You can't. Why people just can't be happy for people? Why you gotta have something in order for you to be happy? Just be appreciative. Just be appreciative, my nigga. Like, sometimes that's the best thing you could do. Feel me?
It's too easy for people to hate. That's what they grew up with. They grew up with the anger, with the yelling. They's like, you know what? That's the easiest thing I could repeat, so I'm gonna keep doing that rather than supporting others. It's so hard for other people to support others because they're not in the same place. So if they not in the same place as you, they're gonna be on some nah,
shit.
bro. You stay over there, and I'm gonna stay over here in my little dark corner.
Yeah,
Instead of just pushing
see?
up other people. When you are so ready to give love to others, that love will come back to you tenfold.
Nah, that's facts. See, yo, T talking that shit, bro.
That's a fact, yo. And like I always say, it takes more energy to hate than it does to love. You know how much you gotta hold inside of you to spread hate when you could really just let go and love. You know what I'm saying?
And that
That's
shit
real.
don't feel good.
It don't.
It don't feel good. You feel it feel nasty. Like it
You
feel
hurt yourself.
Yeah, it's like a hot, clothly fucking blanket in hot summer.
Right? Like how I feel it outside
it feel
right now.
nasty. Like that's a bad feeling. You don't want that. You feel me? That shit is disgusting.
It's like the nasty muck. I'm thinking about Legend of Zelda right now. That Calamity Ganon has that nasty purple stuff. You touch it, you get hurt.
Yo,
you
you
know, like you jump back.
You see what I'm saying, man? Like, yo, we gotta improve in that. I feel like we really need to start inspiring people. Like, people be mad talented, bro. I know a couple talented people myself, and it's like, yo, I know these niggas could rap, I know they could sing, I know they could do both, they could do whatever, but they really scared. Like, they scared to chase it. And I be giving out opportunities. I be letting niggas know. We at S.STREET Media. We got events. I let niggas know all the time. But it's like, you know, niggas get scared, bro. Y'all gotta stop, bro. And y'all gotta start believing in people when they tell you got it. Like, what's up with this, bro?
Yeah.
You gotta start, like, know yourself. Know your worth. Like what Drake said. Know yourself and know your worth, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you niggas, bro? That shit don't make sense to me how people really just stop believing in themselves, nigga. Like, everybody be confident when it come to outside shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm a tough nigga, I get all the bitches. Yeah, but you pussy, you can't chase your dream, though. Feel me? You stupid nigga.
Come on, man.
Dumb, like. Yeah, bro. Whatever.
But you know what else? You know what else grinds my gears? I'm gonna tell y'all what grinds my gears. Gaslighters. So we're gonna talk about gaslighting.
Man, niggas
I hate
starting.
that. I hate that with a no pun intended. I hate it with a passion. I'm not gonna lie. It sucks. Don't do that. Don't try to make me feel like I'm bugging because I believe in myself. I know what I saw. I know what I heard. Don't try to make me feel like I'm bugging.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, bro.
That shit's stupid.
That's
as
the
hell,
problem.
too.
That's the problem with society today, bro. A lot of people just want to bring you down. So they want to make you question yourself. Did that really happen? Am I really like this? Because they want you to be stuck in their perception of you. They don't want to see you grow. I don't know why people get intimidated by the growth of somebody else, bro, when you could grow yourself. You can level yourself up, but you want to worry about my level. You want to worry about where I'm at.
Diamonds.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's your experience with gaslighting?
Nigga, I grew up with gaslighters. Like, I grew up with a whole bunch of gaslighters. Nigga, I've been gaslighting my whole life. Niggas try to make me feel bad for being black. Word, like that's Spanish, crazy. Yeah, like, yo, bro, and it's yo, I'm about to tell y'all something, right? It's funny, right? Because I got in my family, we got some stereotypical Puerto Ricans that while white people think Puerto Ricans look Mexican. Just put it like that. I got Puerto Ricans in my family that look wild Mexican. You feel me? And these was the same people that used to get at because I ain't know how to speak Spanish or I ain't know how to do that. So they really try to make me feel like I was in the wrong. Like, I'm not Spanish, I'm not good enough, or none of that. All this, like, gaslight making me feel bad, nigga. Like, young as a kid, bro. Kind of grow up. These niggas hate themselves. Like, they did all that just because they hate themselves. Like, they hate my mom. Or they hate the people that I'm related or associated with. Like, feel me? That shit is wild, bro. Growing up with gaslighters is terrible.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I got a little, like, quick story with that. I'm not gonna go into too many details right now, but I had an argument with one of my family members, anonymous, and
Anonymous.
I had to write down the argument because I was like, "Yo, am I bugging?" I literally went over it in my head and rehearsed it and wrote it down to make sure I wasn't bugging because they was like, "Nah, you didn't do." I forgot what it was about, but they just tried to make me feel like I'm bugging, and I hate that. Fuck that.
Yo, what's your experience, Bash?
Yeah.
Nah, I got like an experience with like an ex, and it was like, you know. He was on some, like, oh, like, he couldn't be there for me, you know? So I'm like, all right, Word, like it was me, my fault. I'm not even gonna hold you because I kept letting it happen. But then I had told him after a time, like, yo, bro, whenever you were around me, I felt my energy draining. Like, literally, like, you were an energy vampire. Yeah. And he was like, well, an example, you're an energy vampire with all the love you was doing. I was like, how does that make sense? Like, to this day, bro, this happened like 2 years ago. I was like, how?
Nah, he really, yo, like, you an asshole for that. Like, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Like that to be on some, okay, I drain your energy, but you was giving too much love. How does that make sense? Yo. And I feel like it's the lack of accountability.
Nah, you know? that's a fact. That's what that was. Because that's crazy. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Yo, that's bugged out. My nigga.
That shit what you were saying, like growing up with my mom too. I love my mom. Don't get me wrong, but she don't know how to apologize. Like that I'm sorry never comes out the mouth.
I ain't gonna say nothing, boo.
Yeah, because she accused my sister of something.
Mother gonna see me, she gonna curse me out, nigga.
And she was on some. My sister was like, "Well, you were wrong. Can I get a sorry?" And my mom was like, "You'll be all right." And I was on some. That right there, I was like, dang, like she don't want to be accountable for making a mistake. You know, we all make mistakes. That's what makes us human. Yeah. But that moment you reject that part of yourself, you just discouraging everybody else around you to be in that same delusional state that you're in.
Yeah. Man, yo, ooh. That's
I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, I like this. This is good energy. Facts. Damn, yo, like, what else, Dre?
That's crazy. All right. So I know we talked about this a couple pods before, but we're gonna bring it back. So we was talking about zodiac signs and all that.
Oh yeah,
now we got passion in the building.
We got
passion. You know what I'm saying?
She gonna elaborate a little bit. Feel me? Cause we don't know nothing about the zodiac shit, but that's why she here.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. So what you think about zodiac signs and astrology and all that?
Facts.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm deep into that. Like I be doing my research. I do whatever I can to give just intake, because knowledge is the first thing. Yeah. So first things first, I know that y'all both Aquariuses, and I love that. That's like I don't think nothing bad about each sign. Like I don't like when people are like, oh, you're a Leo, so you like taking all the signs. No, bro, like you gotta go deeper into that. Don't just let that one title like define that whole person's personality.
No, fact.
Now I'm gonna break it down a little so it's like easier. So we do it by elements. There's fire, air, water, earth. Right?
Oh,
yeah. So literally,
elements.
Aquarius, Libras, and Geminis are all the air signs. So we're the most communicative. We want to take in that information and spread it. Yeah. So that's why we all here. I'm a Libra, so we all air
look
sign
at
game.
That. That's crazy.
Yeah, your water signs, the Cancers, the Scorpios, and the Pisces. They're the most emotional. They're intuitive, and when you talk to them, they're the most motherly. Pisces are mad imaginative though, so it's kind of hard for them to ground themselves.
But I know some Pisces that are overly emotional.
Yeah, my mom is a Pisces.
My dad is a Pisces, bro. He would come in for all these superstitious things. He would try to, those are the people that unlock your brain though. They unlock that imagination. Word. So I'm not gonna hold you. I'm thankful for the Pisces in my life.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah, the earth signs, the Virgos, Capricorns, and Tauruses. Those are the stability ones. The ones who are also they kind of in charge, but they're not really in charge. But the Virgos, my mom's a Virgo. She feel like she literally calls her the head nigga in charge. She calls herself that all the time. She's like, I am the HNIC. Like y'all listen to me. And I'm not even hold you. She had everything on lock ever since we were kids. She would have everybody's stuff laid out, got the initials on the clothes. She would wake up the kid at a certain time. Like she had everything planned out, right? For no stress for her. And Virgos love decorating, so our house is full of mirrors, all that shit. And fire signs, the flair of it all, the Leos, the Aries, and the Sages. Right now we in Leo season 2. Oh
man, yo, I live with a Sag and a Leo, bro. Like I grew up with a Sag and a Leo, bro.
Crazy. So think about it in that too, like how the elements combine. So if you're an air sign around all these fire signs, they probably think you picking with them, but that's you kind of hyping them up too. Like you're able to literally fan the flames. Yeah. You can make a situation bad, or you could literally just find yourself. That's dope, though. Yo, I'm laughing. I see it now, bro.
Yo, I'm laughing because she's dead ass right. Like, my mother's gonna watch this and she gonna be like, yo, she know what she talking about. She gonna be like, yo, Yo, chill.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Paz, what else you got for us? 'Cause that's crazy.
So think about like, water signs and fire signs.
Yeah.
They're gonna clash hard because the water sign is gonna keep trying to douse the fire sign, douse out their flames, take out their inspiration. But then the fire sign is gonna come back and I think about Minecraft, bro. I'm like, what happens when you combine that lava with that water? You get obsidian, you get a stone. So literally, like those two relationships can end up just being hard against each other. And I'm not saying that they're not always going to be compatible, but they can work together in their own way because obsidian is useful. That's a sturdiest stone. So you can make a really sturdy friendship, relationship, parental and child relationship with that.
That's fire,
what else? I'm thinking about, I told my niece about this. I was like, what happens when you get water and air? She was thinking about it for a minute. She was like, I don't know, like a storm. I was like, no, a monsoon, bro. Like you literally, if you combine like literally a tornado on water, you can start some problems with the water and the air sign. So like, my sister, my sister Precious, she's a Scorpio, and Scorpios are like transformative. They got like these three stages of life. They got the Scorpion, who would rather hurt themselves than hurt others, and then they grow into the Eagle, who is like preying on others but also praying for new knowledge. And then they got the Phoenix, who is reborn.
Wow,
yo,
by the way, I'm really invested in it, y'all. Like, this is like really like crazy. So sick.
So my sister, she's humble in herself. Always, she's always reflecting and trying to figure out her own emotions through other people. So whenever I meet up with her, I'm always teaching her stuff. Always teach her whatever I learn as an air sign. So I bring back all the knowledge to her, and she takes it and she reforms it in herself. So that's a Scorpio, they're always, and people think Scorpios are so intense. You can always tell when a Scorpio walk in the room, but you don't really know, but they
I ain't gonna hold you. I couldn't tell. I ain't gonna hold you.
If
you ain't telling me, I couldn't tell. Probably a Leo. I can tell a Leo or what's it called? The Sag. But other than that, nah.
Yeah, but
that's good shit though, man.
Yeah, because they also get into deeper, like, they have like a whole birth chart. So they said you're not only one sign, Yeah,
I heard about that. Like, what is that? Like, what is that about?
All right, this is when we get into like the planets, literally. Like, the sun right now is in Leo, right? So whoever's born around this time, their sun is in Leo. The moon changes every 2 days. It's a moon cycle. So you know how we get the full moon, quarter moon, it flips, it comes back. It flips, it comes back. It's in a sign every 2 days. So I don't even know what it's in right now, but somebody born during this time, there'll be all right, my sun is in Leo, but my moon is in Capricorn. So how they feel and how they express themselves is how a Capricorn would. Or like, and then you got Mars, you got Venus. Remember when they be on some, Mercury's in retrograde, all that stuff?
Yeah, I heard that. I definitely heard that before.
Yeah, retrograde is literally when a planet is moving backwards in the signs. So it starts off with Aries. Aries is the first. So that's when everybody's like, this is the real new year. During the spring is when the earth wakes up. And then it goes down in that line. So it's like Aries, Taurus, and then it ends with Pisces. Pisces is technically the end of the zodiac year. So think about it in your head too. The Aries is the top of the head, your crown. And then as you go down, you go through each of the certain signs. So like what Aquarius are the ankles and the calves. Like literally like your legs. So like if you're in Aquarius, that's probably the most part of your body where you pay attention to.
So I'm a leg?
Nah.
I'm a leg? Like, damn, yo, son, you a leg.
Yeah, we both leg.
Yo, that's crazy. Nah, but
I never heard it because the Pisces are the feet. And my dad used to get his feet done all the time, bro. He was mad, like, specific about his feet. And my nephew, about the crown of the head, he think he'd lead everything. He had Aries. He leading. He want to be in charge of everything at his job. He literally, and people start revolving around him like that. When you tap into who you really are, then it starts. We all are part of a machine. We all working together. We all are part of the body. So that's what I'm saying. Like when it lines up like that, we are all supposed to work together. So when everybody starts turning on each other, like, oh, I hate Leos, or I hate Scorpio, I'm like, bro, do you even really know that person outside of their sign? Stop asking for people's birthdays, bro. It's not really gonna do nothing.
Yo, she said it. She said it. That's why we got her here. We don't want to hear nothing. Yeah. She said it.
Facts,
nigga. That shit is yo. Passion drop gems, nigga. She just had me like, whoa. I didn't even know it was that deep. So like, so basically, right? Like, so a person is like, their son will be there, like where they the month they're born in, right?
Yeah, during that season.
And then so the moon will be like be from a parent or something.
You know what? All right, let's think about it like this. The moon is, so it's like they always ask for like your top 3. Your moon, your sun, your moon, and your rising. Because your sun is your identity. Yeah. Your moon is your feelings and emotions, and your rising is who you come off to as, like to other people. So somebody will be like, oh, I thought you were a Capricorn. That could be your rising and how you come off to society. That's your mask, literally. Like, so that's why everybody be like, oh, what's your big 3? And then you're like, oh, damn, like
somebody dead, yo, what?
Yeah. So mine's, I be telling people, bro.
We talked about that.
We just talked about that. I was shorty asked me what my big 3, and I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I couldn't even reply to her. I was just like, what? Like,
you know, that's not a bad thing, because there'll be on some, oh, when were you born? What time were you born? Then you gotta ask your parents, like, yo, can I see my birth certificate?
Nah, no funny shit. Nah, that's fact. I had a shorty played me. I told y'all on the other podcast, because I was an Aquarius. She was dead ass like, what, nigga? Like, fuck out of here. I was like, damn, what the fuck I do to you? Shit, like.
Nah, I can tell you something about Aquariuses right now. Y'all are just like, y'all bring the out of box ideas. That's why people are like intimidated by y'all. Y'all bring out stuff that people don't want to talk about. Y'all bring it out and be awesome. Here is the topic for today, and everybody else is like, oh, you being a little too intense.
Talk
right now.
about it. Talk really about it. Yo, see, passion, y'all.
Because I got a sister, and her name is Envious. Literally, her name. So,
what? For real?
Yeah. So
that's
she'll
crazy.
be on some. She'll talk about something, and then my sister Precious, she'll be on some. Well, I feel like, you know, they'll clash a lot, because this is a Aquarius and a Scorpio, but Envious's moon isn't. Her moon is a Scorpio, so how she really feels is how Precious is. So that's why whenever Envious will say something and Precious will respond, Envious will get tight, because that's how she really feel, but she don't want to talk about it, because her Aquarius is also, nah, bro, I'm thinking totally different than you, but you're trying to relate to me. So crazy. I'm not even about to hold you up.
I'm fucking weak, cause she's dead ass. Yo, that's facts. Like, yo, that's crazy, yo.
Like Aquarius just be rebels for like no reason. I don't know. We just be like, we want to go against the grain.
We just don't care, bro. We just be like, man, fuck you, nigga. Like,
that's a fact.
That shit whack. I'm not with it.
Right. This is how I think, and if you want to change that, you really can't. But you could try.
You could try.
You could try. That's definitely the Aquarius thought.
That's a fact.
I love Aquariuses though. Y'all my friends.
Yeah, man. We love you too, man. We love you too, Pash. Yo, speaking about that, right? I was talking to this one girl, and she's like a major Drake fan, right? But it was a song, right, that I did, like, it was too Drake-ish. You feel me? And I told her it was too Drake-ish. I think it was what's it called? It's something from the Take Care album. You know what it is? One of those
Hate Sleeping Alone?
I think it's
right, yo, that is Drake.
The title feel Drake-ish, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I told y'all I fuck with Drake. I fuck with Drake heavy. Don't get me wrong, you feel me? But sometimes all that, yo, that shit could be annoying sometimes. I ain't gonna front. And it be making, Drake could make you go to sleep, nigga. Like, Drake could really make you fall asleep. I'm just saying, nigga, that shit is hilarious. But what's y'all favorite album from Drake, nigga?
My favorite album,
top album. It don't even matter, old, new. It's just that shit is you. Like,
I like Nothing Was the Same. I feel like Nothing Was the Same is like, it's like Take Care, but an evolved version of Take Care. Like, Drake really got comfortable. Like, this is my sound. I don't care if y'all think it's soft. I don't care what you think about it, and it's still hip hop. Cause think about it, he had good versatility on the album. He had Connect, which is one of my favorite songs. Come Through, another one of my favorites.
Yeah, Come Through is the shit.
Worst Behavior was straight hip hop. Like, y'all cannot put me in the box on this album, cause I'm gonna show y'all that I am hip hop. Whether you want to say it's soft or not, I am a part of hip hop, and I'm here to stay. It was like Drake putting his flag in the
That's a fact. Yeah. I give it to. That's a fact. I really fuck with the album. Me personally, though, I fuck with the recent one he did. We was just listening to Her Loss. Yo, of course, I fuck with the Take Care, the Views and shit. Like, those are my main. But this new shit that he dropped, well, it's not really new, but it's fairly new. With 21, Her Loss, that's my shit. That shit is crazy. Like how you this nigga add it's like bars to party tunes. Like nigga ain't make it work. Like it's party shit. It's really shit you have fun to. But it's like he spitting, he talking, nigga, and then he got the little. You feel me? He got the elements, the Drake and shit, nigga, the light skin singing
can't
shit.
Go wrong.
You can't go wrong. It's the elements. You feel me? Like what about you, Paz?
Literally, what's it called? Energy on the same album you was talking about. I really like that song a lot too, because you literally listen most of the songs I was gonna say too. I like that album a lot because we had Take Care Drake and everybody's also he was in his bag. Let's be real. That whole album, you see him at the table, he by himself, bro. He's in his bag.
That like
Deep thought too. Like,
yo, the deep thought, when a nigga doing this, it's going down.
The cups around him. He was.
You see a nigga like that on the album. It's platinum.
I was about to say he was plotting.
It's all he's plotting for world domination, nigga.
Right.
Like it's
I
real.
like how y'all said it too, because all of them are different stages of him. He started off for his music being emotional. He want everybody, let me be vulnerable in my first set, and then everybody took it in. They loved it. And then you got the people who didn't like it. They also, nah, bro, you being a little too mushy for me. And then he was like, all right, next one. And then he's bringing out all just literally how you say he broke out of that box. He's saying, y'all not going to box me in. I'm going to put whatever I want together. And if you bump with it, you bump with it. Literally, he's talking about that in his soul. Like, you don't got to like me, bro. Like,
it is what it is.
What I'm making.
Yeah. Feel me? Facts, nigga. Know yourself, know your worth.
Literally.
Nigga. You feel me? Honorable mention, though, I must say, right? If you're reading this, it's too late.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, niggas don't know. I was outside. Nigga, it sound crazy, right? I was outside to a Drake album. Nigga, like, what? Yo, if you're reading this, it's too late, nigga. My favorite album. That's my favorite. I say, like, the most favorite body of work. Even though, the Quentin Miller shit, Meek Mill, and all the shit that led to that. Don't get it fucked. That was a crazy time, but that was a wonderful time, nigga. That project, bro, Harlem was crazy. I was outside in Harlem, nigga. We got chased, got ran down by Crips. It's bugged out, but I loved it. Facts, like
Summer music.
Summer music for real. And the winter tonight, that shit came out. When it came out, I think in like November, right?
Yeah,
November, because I remember it was snowing in Harlem.
Cold, yeah.
I remember when I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, trying to take me from my energy, niggas was outside. It was snowing in Harlem, 116th. I remember Lexington. We was outside wilding.
That's specific.
Mad specific, yeah, because we was roaming Harlem. Like, my nigga, I used to go to Harlem like every weekend for like a whole 2 years straight. The link up with my uncle, we be smoking. We just run New York. We just walk around smoking. And this before it was legal and shit. We was outside wilding. This the staircase day. You remember when niggas had to hear the walkie-talkie?
The keys.
Copy. The keys,
Really
what?
outside.
Yeah, really outside, nigga. We was, this is when we was smoking. We was smoking in a crack layer. And on East River, it was this building. It's the roof. This is where the crackheads be at. They got a whole setup. They got socks up there, nigga. It's real when you see white socks. Crackheads don't never have white socks. Let's be real. So that's their crib. They had it set up. We smoke right up there, nigga. We care what they gonna say. You smoke crack here, nigga.
Right. Ain't nobody stop you.
We smoking our weed, nigga. You better believe that. Feel me? But if you're reading this, it's too late. Oh my God, yo.
I was about to say before we get off the segment, I think Drake is one of the only rappers that can really make like theme music. Like it goes along to something, it matches perfectly. Like how you said how it came out in the winter and it still felt like summer music. Like I'm gonna still bump this.
Facts.
When it come out, and then I feel like he also makes kind of timeless music. Like, at least one song from every album you could play whenever you want, and it just always fits your mood.
I feel like facts. I agree. There's not like. You could play a lot of his songs, actually, a lot of his shit. Like, you could put on his old album right now, and a lot of that shit will touch the light of any subject today.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you right on the timeless shit is definitely right. Like, Drake just got this type of ability where he gets to people. And when he does, the people just be like, yo.
And that's him being himself.
You feel me? It's sort of like Kanye. Chill. Chill. Shout out to both, man. Kanye, my mentor on the low. Niggas don't know. But, all right, y'all. So, you know, we talked about the Drake albums and shit, but what's y'all favorite artist? Like, who's y'all fucking with? It could be now, before, whatever. Who y'all fucking with? And that's like, yeah, that's my favorite. I fuck with him. That nigga is nice.
My favorite artist,
or a woman. It don't gotta be a dude. It could be a woman too. You feel me?
My favorite artist though is if you know me, you already know. My favorite artist is Tupac.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why my favorite, I know him from New York. I don't care. He was from New York too.
Yeah, we jacking it.
So,
we jacking it. I don't care what nobody said. Tupac from New
East
York.
Coast heart. Yes, yeah.
Fact, we jacking it.
But he was one of my favorite artists because he was so versatile, like so versatile, and it was all from his heart. You can't say it wasn't from his heart. He was versatile from his heart. He's the same dude. He made Dead Mama, Hit 'Em Up, Unconditional Love, Can't See Me, and Business as a Rider. His
all
catalog
amazing.
is crazy.
All amazing tracks.
Crazy.
All amazing.
And his interviews are better than a lot of rappers' albums to me. Like I could go back and listen to his interviews and pick up something new. And just the rawness, even if he's wrong, just the rawness and the conviction that he speaks with, I admire that. And he wasn't afraid to show like his faults and his flaws. Like he got a song called "Wonder Why They Call You Bitch." Then he got a song called "Never Call You Bitch Again." Like I'm not gonna. That's just beautiful to
That's
me. Like
mad real though. That's fire.
That's mad dope.
That's
because
mad dope.
It's that authenticity that will always take you far. Never be afraid to live in your truth, because then nobody can shame you for it.
Facts, man. My favorite artist right now is Westside Gunn, son. Ain't nobody making like. Yo, let me tell y'all something, man. Westside Gunn makes, how can I say, Picasso street music. That's how I could really. His shit is like, feel me? His beats, the beats that these niggas. Listen, bro. Nobody. First of all, nobody got beats like Westside Gunn. I'ma say it just like that. Nobody fucking with the beats, and these are loops. A lot of them shits be drumless. You need talent to spit on a drumless beat. You feel me? Like you need that.
Because then you are the beat.
Exactly. Yeah. The voice is the drum. So if you could carry the beat with your voice, says a lot about you, bro. You feel me? And he's not even the best rapper, but what he does is he uses his voice, just like how Drake will use his voice singing. Yeah. You feel me? Like, or how Kanye will use his voice when he's expressing a vowel, like he's dragging the word to make it sound like a whole different word. You feel me? Or the same way, like when Emma rhyme orange and some other shit, like it don't even make sense, but it does sound like it rhyme. Like, you feel me? Shit like that. Nigga, technique. You feel me? Westside Gunn got this technique and it's fucking working. And it's all about, and it's art. It's art, my nigga. Music video be art. It be some wild, ghetto fabulous shit, but it's some hood fabulous shit. This is the shit that we live with. Like, this is hip hop. Nigga, that's what hip hop's about. Feel me? Dirty, rugged, but beautiful.
That's a fact. You summed it up perfect. That's
right. Damn,
dirty, rugged, and beautiful is crazy.
Yeah.
Feel me, little son.
I have to say, my favorite artist, and I had like all these just spinning in my head, because I go from like rock and alternative to like just straight up R&B and soul. So my first thought was Alicia Keys on her first album. Bro, when it was like, that was like cafe music, they really meant it, because Harlem's Nocturne, I think about that all the time. Like, she was just playing the piano, and that's like the hardest song on the album, next to Diary, and literally like every song on that album. I'm pretty sure somebody knows something off that album, you know?
Fact, my mother she's a big Alicia Keys fan, so for a fact I know exactly what you're talking about. Those are fire, man. Alicia Keys, man. That's dope. Yeah. Yo, to talk about Alicia Keys, man, that's another one. She started off beat producing, and look how she she know that she's a producer, bro. She was producing since 15. Wow, facts, nigga. I believe it's some background about her. I'm not too sure about it, but I believe she got like some connections with Wu-Tang when she was young or whatever. She got like producer credits or some shit like that. But Alicia Keys, man, that's one of my favorites too, actually. I feel like, who y'all feel like that's out of singers? Who y'all feel like is a better singer? Rihanna, Beyonce, or Alicia Keys? Like, out of all three.
I actually like Alicia Keys the best.
I was about to say Alicia Keys.
I feel like she puts...
All right. So we here at that.
I feel like she puts the most soul into it. Like,
oh, yeah.
Soul.
Oh, yeah. Like, yo, Alicia Keys, man. she got this, like, her voice is so angelic. And then the blended with the piano.
Yeah.
I was
It's
going to
beautiful.
say, I think she's like one of out of the three that you list. I think she's like the only one who fully correlates with the instruments. Like she flows with it rather than she just puts something on top.
Really.
Nah,
yeah.
fact.
Most people just like record it and then they put it on top. I feel like she listened to it and she tries something and she listened to it again and then she like tries to make it intercept.
She
so
do
it
though.
Flows.
She do though. It's a video actually of her making a track, and she's like layering her track with her vocals, similar to Michael Jackson.
That's fire.
Facts, nigga. Like, yo, and to talk about vocals though, don't get it fucked up. Beyonce, right? Beyonce got her voice is an instrument itself. Like I was talking to my moms about that, because me and my mom we be debating about shit like this. Like she be going at it like, nah, I don't think they better and all that. Yo, but I'll be like, no, but Beyonce voice, like you could flip Beyonce's voice and make a beat out of her voice alone. It's been done in 4/4/4.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, Beyonce got that type of voice where it's like, it's the Renaissance. Like, she got a Renaissance voice. Like, she got a powerful leadership voice. Like, it's hard to explain. It's like, yo, y'all seen that show Swarm?
No.
Damn, y'all ain't see that show? No. Listen, it's it's some scary shit, but it's based on Beyonce. Go watch that shit. It's fucking crazy. I don't even talk about it, but go watch that shit. Listen, Beyonce voice, man.
I was gonna say it's low key unmatched too. Like you try to get people who like try to come out and they try to do her little riffs and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, bro,
yeah, right.
Because Beyonce you can't touch that. Like we already know our big three. What it's Rihanna, Beyonce, and Nicki. They say that's like the big three for everybody.
Yeah, I'll say that because Nicki. I mean, who's holding down the rap game? That's
true.
You know what I mean?
Literally her princess. Like, let's be real. Like, she is passing
facts.
it down.
Look, she said it. Facts. Yo, see? Yo, Ice Spice might be a fucking plant. I don't care, bro. But shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
Facts. She a baddie. She knows she a tech. What makes you think? What makes an artist, my nigga? Like, what makes a creator a creator? What makes them that special thing that they do? You feel what I'm saying? And y'all definitions.
So for me, what makes an artist creative is just literally creating. Like that's it right there. And also just that makes you an artist. Like as long as you producing something, you creating something, it could be as simple as like you writing down your thoughts. You're being an artist. You're taking what's inside your head and you're taking that creation and putting it somewhere else. You're taking that energy and transferring it onto the paper. You know what I'm saying? A transfer of energy makes you a creator. Whether for negativity or positivity. And I feel like a lot of times, like we was talking about earlier, a lot of people, it's easier to be negative than it is to be positive, but it costs more to your spirit. Yeah. I'm telling you, you try to hold some negativity, some resentment inside, thinking that you hurting the other person, knowing deep inside yourself, you really hurting you more than that other person. Because you care more than the other person probably. So, like what I'm saying is, you being a creative is making you an artist. You understand? But you gotta, and you know what else I like about you, bro? Like we always talk about, you find the beauty in everything in life, and you find the artistry in it.
Nah, facts.
And that's just.
My son tell me that all the time.
Yeah, like
facts.
I love that. Cause like the ability to find inspiration in anything is really a gift. That's really a talent. Yeah. And yeah, never be ashamed of your creation neither. Like, I'm telling you, because creation will save you a lot of times. You could put your energy into something stupid, or you could, like, create something beautiful with the mess that you have around you.
No, facts.
And that's what all beautiful artists do.
Creation is not salvation.
Yeah.
You see that? Yo, plug in. Yeah. You see that? Yo, listen, man. Yo, to add on, facts, man. Facts, man. You gotta love. Another thing to add on to that, right? When you are creating, you should be able to love what you're creating. You feel me? Don't be a creator and just be like, I see somebody else doing it, so I want to be down. That's not really some creative shit. Like you really dick rotted. We being real, like. Like, you feel me? Like, you just follow it because you saw the next nigga doing that. Like, nah.
Copy and
Do it.
paste.
Facts. Do it because you want to do it. Like, you feel me? Do it because you know, yo, I could outdo that. I could do it better, but it's all love. Like, you feel me? Ain't no disrespect towards that. You just know you could do a better job.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, for a fact, though, people got to start being more creative. And we have more creativeness. We wouldn't have people gaslighting and all this extra shit. We wouldn't have people, self-doubting themselves or putting you down because they feel like, I can't do it. Like,
And another thing
bro.
I want to say too, just real quick, don't be afraid to push boundaries, man. And
Facts.
I'm saying that to myself too. Like,
Facts.
I'm talking to y'all, but I'm really talking to me.
Facts.
I'm saying don't be afraid to go across that line. When you the first person to do something, it's always scary because it's really supposed to be scary, bro. Like, it's supposed to because you're the first one to do it. But when you do that and you step outside of yourself and you do that, you setting a mark for everybody else after you. Oh, he did that? I could do that. You know, you save lives like that, bro.
Facts. Facts. Talk to him, Paz. What you say about that?
I feel like to be a creator, you know how you said you literally just got to create. Take your imagination and put it down somewhere. Put it on paper, put it on a wall. Just say it, share it with somebody. Because the moment you inspire somebody else, you are being a creator because you're creating inspiration in somebody else. Yeah. When you create thoughts, you are literally a creator. When you sit at that table with your friends making beats, you are a creator. You're creating the heartbeat that everybody else is going to respond to. Yeah. You know?
Talk that shit.
So, like, visual artists, musicians, anybody so stressed because my best friend, she be making clothes all the time. And I'm like, bro, she literally just takes whatever's in her head. She be like, oh, I can't draw. I'm like, bro, you're literally putting it on paper. You're an artist. You're done.
Yo.
Like, you did it already. That is the qualification to create.
Fact.
To be a visual artist, you got to see it. Done. Qualification done. Like, you got that box checked. There is no specific rule book to be a creator, you know, because everybody's like, oh, like, I can't do this certain thing, but I try. Yeah, that's the first step. Trying. You did it. You know, it came out of you. Yeah. Because once it stays in your head,
that's real
it don't really go nowhere. You gotta let it out in order for it to inspire others, for it to be yours. Cause you'll be on there, oh, I got this idea, and you never let it out. Now somebody done made a show off or something similar you thought of. You can't even be mad.
She's not lying. That's a fact. Like, that people gotta have more confidence, bro. That just seems like people just have self-doubt in themselves, man. I feel like that's not even cool. Like, people just gotta be more confident in what they're doing and know that they could do that. You feel me? That's why we here. That's why we got the show. So that's the whole purpose of this shit, to let y'all know, like, yo, my nigga, stop. Yo, what I say?
If you're not inspired,
what are you doing?
Exactly. What the fuck are you doing? Like, let's be real. And just because you're a loser, don't mean you have to lose
because you're losing.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Just because you lost one fight doesn't mean you losing forever.
Yeah. No, man. Facts. Like, that shit never. All of that shit is temporarily, my nigga. Struggles is temporarily. Especially when you a good person. You feel me? All that shit, you know, people be saying, the good die young and all that shit. Yeah, whatever. Listen. Sometimes you gotta have that balance. You gotta have a little bit of good and a little bit of bad, so you could balance out in life, my nigga. Not everybody gonna look at you like you a savior, and not everybody gonna look at you like you this, that, and the third. Some people gonna look at you like you an asshole. Some people gonna look at you like you a doofus or whatever. You feel me? But that's not, like, the whole purpose is for you to be yourself and live your life, nigga. Yeah. You feel me? Don't worry about all of that other shit. Like, and this leads us on to our next segment, right? Embracing your imperfections.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, just because you're not good at something don't mean you can't be good at something. Feel me? Just because you don't know how to do something don't mean you can't learn how to do something. You feel me? Every negative comes with a positive and vice versa. Yeah. You feel me?
That's a gem. Yeah.
And you have to be the one to snoop that out. Like, all right, I got a negative problem. What can I do? Create a positive solution. Feel what I'm saying? not everything that you're gonna do in life is gonna be aced in one shot. You feel me? Sometimes you may have to do that shit a couple times till you get it right, nigga. You feel me? Nobody's a one take Drake, like, unless you Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you Drake. But nobody, like, let's be real, like, even him, he wasn't like that at one point.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? The main thing is we gotta stop noticing ourselves as like, yo, we can't do shit, right? And really think like, yo, I could do this. I could do this if I wanted to. I could do this better than you. I could do this better than what I thought I could do. And I'm gonna ace. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta think like that. Yeah. Push that narrative, nigga, because you could do it. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, like, yo, I just, like, yo, you know what else, too? I be thinking like this sometimes, right? I feel like an abundant mindset, and when I say an abundant mindset, I mean a mind with no limits. That's our natural state. Because think about when you were a kid, right? You didn't think in limitation terms. If you wanted to, like, imagine yourself somewhere, you could really, really, really put yourself somewhere and nobody could tell you couldn't. So I feel like God created us literally to be free. Because when you free in your mind, it doesn't matter what's going on around you. Like, you could be blessed in reality, but if you don't see it in your mind, you're going to feel like you're in hell. And vice versa. If you in hell in reality, but in your mind you find peace, you're going to be at peace. I feel like our natural state as human beings is to really feel free. And not free in ignorance, but free in just our being.
Know that.
Free to just feel and think and experience. I feel like that's what we put here for. Like, one of the things that I wanted to actually talk about that I didn't get to talk about before. I remember being at like this photo shoot, and it had like an Arthur background, and I was like 3 or 4 years old. It had like an Arthur background thing, and it was just, and this is art. This is a part of like artistry and creation and all that. But I remember like being at that photo shoot, and it was mad weird. Like, y'all probably gonna think I'm bugging or whatever. But I felt like, I remember vividly, like, that background, it came to life for me, and I remember like playing with Arthur through that background. Like, afterwards I saw the picture, obviously it's a background, but I vividly remember in my brain playing with Arthur, like, yo, we was playing, we was going on the swing, he was talking to me about Francine, like, it was bad fun. And then when it was time to go, I remember hearing my aunt calling me, like, yo,
like a mushroom trip.
But it might have been what they put, like, I don't know what they put in my juice that morning. Juicy juice. But
try to lace my boy, chill.
Yeah, chill. Come on, auntie. But then I remember my aunt calling me, and then we went home after that. But I was mad dope. So in your mind, you got to be free. It starts in the mind first.
No, facts.
Because imagination is limitless.
Yeah.
As a teacher, whenever I teach my kids art and I open it up to them, a lot of them don't want to go along with what's going on, and they'll be like, no, but this isn't coming out right. And whenever I try to do this, the page messes up. And I literally told one of my kids, when she had ripped the page, I said, start a collage. Start ripping up more pieces of paper and put it together. One of the kids, he was like, every time I draw something, it doesn't come out right. It comes out all ragged and shapely. I showed him abstract art. I said, listen, this is what you can start to do. Take what you keep thinking as a mistake and turn it into your craft. You know, like a L is not a loss, it's a lesson solution. Learned. Literally, because when we think about everything in our lives and we're like, these mistakes keep happening to me, all these bad things, it's like, nah, bro, you just really need that balance. The sun is always going to set, but it's going to come up tomorrow too. You got to embrace. You got to embrace.
What is you talking about?
You got to embrace that darkness so you can know what light is like.
Yeah.
Because if you sit there and you only want light, you won't even know it's light no more. Because you getting the same experience over and over again. You gotta understand what it's like to struggle. You gotta understand what it's like to lose some things, to make mistakes. Oh man, this project didn't turn out the way I wanted it to be. Because honestly, once it comes out of you, it becomes its own thing. It's still part of you. You still are the art. But as somebody like a visual artist, I'll be trying to draw things, and sometimes I just be letting it come out. I let it form itself. Yeah. Because you can't. That's our biggest thing. You can't control. Can't control anything but your own, literally, your own movements and your own mind, your own thoughts. Yup. And sometimes your thoughts aren't even yours. That discouragement comes from what you grew up with. Because as a kid,
talk about it.
Your imagination is unstoppable. These kids be coming up with all these things. Listen to kids, bro, because they will help you tap into your inner child.
That's a fact.
Like,
children are the future.
Exactly, because I'll listen to like some of these parents talk to their kids, and they'll stop them from thinking about things. force them into that cookie cutter motive. And bro, every time you make a batch of cookies, all these cookies come out different. You cannot make them all look exactly the same. So you gotta notice that imagination.
Talking that shit.
Notice that imagination. Take their own individuality and help it spread. Don't confine them to what you want them to be. You literally have kids in order for them to be their own human. Your teachings are only to guide them. But if they start stepping out and doing their own thing, you just got to support them as long as they ain't hurting nobody in themselves. You know, because once you start trying to confine them, that's when they start forcing their breakout. And then you think they're out of control. No, they're out of your control. They just not doing what you want them to do.
Facts. You know the vibes, man. Yo, that kind of reminds me of the last episode when I was talking about teachers not really giving a fuck about kids. Like, I feel like I have to always say this because I feel like we have to make it apparent that, like, yo, kids in school be struggling, and it's not always because the parents at home. Parents, they do what they can at home. Sometimes the kid bad, they got out of their control. It is what it is. Not saying they can't do their own part and what they do with the kid, but shit happens. It's life. But accordingly, too, kids are not going to feel any safer if they in the school knowing that teachers is going to be like, oh, you did this, or go to detention and shit like that. Like, no, it's no way a kid will be a goody two-shoe and he got to go to detention with mad gang niggas in the fucking room waiting like, yeah, we gonna beat you up afterwards.
Because the teacher is a hater.
Exactly, because the teacher mad because he said his ass was a fat nigga or some shit. He bored and all your breath stink or some dumb shit. Like, I used to violate my teacher, especially my math teacher, Mr. Chose. I hate you, you fat fuck. No, but nigga, like, for real, nigga, that nigga, let me tell you about that nigga, right? Because, yo, teachers, bro, they'll dead ass tell you shit and set you up for failure, my nigga. Like, my whole ordeal with him was I had, like, bro, I wasn't the best student in school. I was smart. I just felt like these teachers in the school was not helping me. They not going to teach me. They're not going to focus on me because they too focused on doing other shit and they arguing with kids. Like, you're a grown-ass fucking man. You arguing with kids. That shit don't make sense. You feel what I'm saying? But his whole thing was I had to do this like essay on Albert Einstein, and I'll pass. The whole thing is I'll pass the grade. I'm out of there. I graduate. Whatever. I don't gotta go to summer school. I do all that, even though I copied and pasted the whole fucking essay. You feel me? Even though I copied and pasted the essay, that shit. Yo, listen. My copy and paste is not the regular copy and paste, nigga. I actually read through that shit and be like, all right, let me change this word because I wouldn't say that. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that. Let me revise it and shit, and then it's like I do the work but halfway. You feel me?
You reshaping it.
Yeah, I'm reshaping it and shit. But the whole purpose of that shit was like, yo, he was supposed to pass me. I brought my shit in, he didn't pass me. We had a big fight. I was gonna knock this nigga head off. I was my word, it was gonna be some crazy shit. It was gonna be hell up in Harlem, and we was in Brooklyn. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, yo, that's the thing, bro. Teachers gotta stop. Yo, y'all gotta stop. Whatever y'all go through outside of work, focus on the kids, my nigga. You at work, focus on the fucking kids. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all, this stupid tardiness shit that y'all got going on with the kids. Y'all either jealous of the kids or whatever. And that's another thing. These teachers is our age now. Like, yeah. They young, they just graduated from the same school they working at. That's a bad thing, you feel me? Like, we gotta change that. And that's why we here, and that's why we representing shit. We here to change shit and let you know, speak freely, be you, and have fun, you feel me? So, like I said, like I always say, right? We'll end it off just like this. If you're not inspired, what the fuck are you doing, my nigga? This is Jiggy Ja.
And Dre the Icon.
And passionate.
And you're watching Rice, Beans, and Banter. We here, baby. Yeah. Episode 4, Puerto Rican Passion. You know what's up. Ooh.